So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy, let the offense unfold, trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try to run, and he's going to have a Colts first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That one intercepted. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
The extra point is good, and the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Man, some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Colts about set to punt. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to 1 score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, this thing's within 1 score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Vegas.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 1st and 10.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Colts first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his run. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So you might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now, faking the give. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Strong. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Colts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete. Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now give on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the air one more time. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play. in this first half. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Eagles wrap up what's been a perfect month as they open the season a perfect 4-0. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's into traffic, but taken in. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You could tell pretty quickly that when this quarterback decided to pull it down himself, Mike, he knew exactly where that 1st down marker was. That's a great effort. He didn't get it by much, but it's a good spot, and it gets him the 1st down.
And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter. And a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
The Colts offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here's a designed run. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
The extra point is up and through. And the Raiders go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
37-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Defense. Still 2nd down.
Now, faking the give. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process. For a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Back to the air one more time. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.